Hello once again. It's been a really long time since I had picked up this one of the favorites book of mine, Fossils Collecting. Without wasting any more of the time, we are going to read the famous fossils chapter. Fossils become famous for various reasons, such as scientific significance, scarcity, or size. On the negative side, some specimens are more infamous or notorious, with links to tales of skullduggery, fossil rustling, and similar underhand tactics. What makes a fossil famous? Usually a mixture of reasons. The specimen might open up a whole new area of science, for example, by establishing a major and previously unsuspected group of extinct organisms. Its discovery could be a tale of romance and adventure, with fossil hunter braving danger and taking risks to bring home their prize. The find might set a new record as the biggest, smallest, or oldest of its kind, or the fossil could turn up in a very unexpected place, chanced upon by a keen amateur who is suddenly catapulted into the media spotlight. Conodonts. Tiny fossils, commonly known as conodonts or cone teeth, resemble various tooth-like structures, like single fangs, many teeth in line, like a crocodile jaw, row of spikes like teeth or a comb, either curved or straight, and other variations. Many are the size of sand grains, and their wonderful shapes and arrangement can only be appreciated through a powerful hand lens or binocular microscope. These items are common finds in marine sediments worldwide. During most of the Paleozoic era, they remained a mystery until the 1980s when whole animals were found which probably possessed them. A conodont creature resembled a long, slim fish or eel, roughly finger-sized or smaller with two large eyes and blocks of muscle along the body. The conodont teeth were arranged in the throat or neck region but not in the jaws. Conodont creatures seem unrelated to any other groups of marine animals living or extinct. Hallucigenia. It looks like hallucination. Genia, maybe they were hallucinated. They made their prey put used to put them into hallucination. Whatever. One of the best known yet most puzzling creatures from the fossils in the 530 million years old Burgess shales is Hallucigenia. Let me check which one is Hallucigenia. Uh-huh. Hallucigenia. Wow. The fossil Hallucigenia sparsa, now held to have been a. See this one? Yeah, that. Just gonna focus, that maybe. One of the best known yet most puzzling creatures from the fossils in the 530 million years old Burgess shales is Hallucigenia. It was described in 1977 as a surreal creature from a dream world. A long and vaguely worm-like body, blob-like head, and narrow curved tail. 7 pairs of stiff spines below for walking, and a row of about 7 wavy tentacles above, each possibly tipped with a pencil-like mouth for feeding. However, further finds shed more light. Hallucigenia. In 1991, a revised reconstruction showed the original version had been upside down. The twin rows of spines pointed upwards for protection. There were twin rows of tentacles, two, not twin. These pointed downwards, and the mouths were in fact used for walking. Hallucigenia may have been a very early type of Onsicoforan or velvet form, a group of which includes Peripatus and still survives today, mainly in tropical rainforest. Dimetrodon. Names are important for fossil hunters. Dimetrodon was a 3-meter long predator from the early Permian period. Some 280 million years ago, it had a long fang-like teeth and a sail of skin raising from its back, held up by long rods of bone. Its remains are plentiful in the fossil-rich flatbed beds of Texas and have also been found in Oklahoma and Europe. This powerful and impressive predator is often called a dinosaur, but it is not. It lived 50 million years before the first known dinosaurs. It belonged to a reptile group known as Pelycosaur, which were the dominant large-limbed animals of the time. The Pelycosaur were in turn part of the group known as Synapsid, or mammal-like reptiles. Mosasaurus. This fossil is mentioned several times in this book. It comprises part of the skull, jaw, teeth of a large marine reptile. The remains were found in a chalk mine near Maastricht, Netherlands, 1770. There's also a treaty named after Maastricht, which we used to study in our journal studies, and not able to recall what it is, but yeah, you'll remember and come back to it later. Not in this video, but sometime. In 1800, they were called Mosasaurus by George Cuvier after the local region of Rio News. They led the renowned and influential Cuvier to a new proposal for the time, that many creatures had become extinct in previous catastrophes. Following many more similar finds, Mosasaurus are now regarded as a group of large predatory sea reptiles from Cretaceous period. Some reached 15 meter in length. Their closest living relatives may be big lizards known as monitors, such as the Nile monitor and Komodo dragon. Forgeries. In 1912, remains of a human-like skull and ape-like jawbone were found at Piltdown, East Sussex,